So for our 45th lesson of class, we are going to lighten things up. Last couple lessons have been very, very heavy duty. So here's the question I'm going to pose to you. It is a metaphysical question, and that question is, what is love? So let's just get this out of our system. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Okay, so you ask that question, the Hathaway song pops into your head. It's been around for a few decades. It's a catchy song. It's a good song. So let it out, sing. So it's out of my system. Okay, it's out of your system. So again, here is the question. What is love? Now, love is a metaphysical idea. Now, love is an abstract noun that has widely different connotations and has throughout history. Now, for some, it means a word that is unattached to anything real or sensible. For others, it is a means by which our being, our self, our world, are irrevocably affected once we are touched by love, as the Greeks put it. Some have sought to analyze it. Others have preferred to leave it in the realm of the unexplainable. Now, it is undeniable that love plays an enormous and unavoidable role in our lives. We find it discussed in songs, films, novels. Humorously, sometimes seriously, it is a constant theme of maturing life and a vibrant theme for youth. Now, philosophically, the nature of love has, since the time of the ancient Greeks, been a mainstay of thought and discussion. So from the ancient Greeks to the hallways of our school, it is being talked about. Now, I think in the English language, love is an overused word. I mean, people say, I love this, I love that. And there's a lot of different things that we do love. And love's a fantastic thing, but it's an overused word. Now, here is a bunch of pictures of a lot of love in my life. So this is my wife, who I love very much. I'm very happily married, but I love her differently. Now, these are my 3 children and my niece and nephew. Now, these 5 kids I love tremendously, but it's a different kind of love as this. This is Mr. Morrow, my good friend Mr. Morrow. I love him very much, but I don't love him like these kids. I don't love him like my wife. I used to play rugby. I loved rugby, loved the trips, loved the road trips. Now, again, I don't feel about a game like I feel about these other things. Here's myself. Hopefully I can look in the mirror and love myself. That's a different type of love. Now, this is me doing charity work with my daughter, and I'm helping people who I've never met before clean up their houses. And sometimes you see these really old-timey people, and they have this tremendous air about them, this love that they share, but it's not this romantic, passionate love. It's this very profound, meaningful love. Now, all of these things have love to do with it, but in English we just say love. I love my wife, I love my son, I love my friend, I love the game, I love doing charity work. We don't really have an adequate vocabulary to encompass all the different forms of love, whereas the ancient Greeks did. I'm going to take you through their various types of love. Now, the first type of love is eros love. Now, eros is a sexual or passionate love, and it's the type most akin to our modern construct of romantic love. Now, in Greek myth, it is a form of madness brought about by one of Cupid's arrows. The arrow breaches us, and we fall in love. And in the ancient Greeks, the Trojan War of Helen of Troy. So we even use the same language today. We fall in love. We go head over heels. We get hit by the thunderbolt. All this verbiage, it's this romantic, passionate sort of love, husband and wife type of love. Now, another type of love is filial love. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, the root word philia. Hey, it's Friends. Couldn't stand that show, but Friends, it's philia. So the hallmark of philia love is friendship. It's goodwill. Now, Aristotle believed that a person can bear goodwill to another for one of 3 reasons: that he is useful, that he is pleasant, and above all, that he is good. That means rational and virtuous. Friendships founded on goodness are associated not only with mutual benefit, but also with companionship, dependability, and trust. Hey, always has been, always will be. Birds of a feather flock together. And it's good to have the love of friends in your life, but it's very different than, say, eros love. Now, the third type of love is storge love. Now, storge love is a familial family love. It's pertaining between parents and children, and assuming it's done right, you have loyalty to your family, you support each other, you depend on each other, and that is storge love, the third type of love, the love of family. Now, the fourth type of love is agape love. Now, this is a heavy duty, oftentimes synonymous with religion, where you have this love for all of mankind, for nature, for God. Oftentimes, it's charity, that I'm going to help people because they're all my brothers and sisters. and it's a very profound, deep, deep love. You ever seen, say the Grand Canyon or Niagara Falls or the Northern Lights? This profound awe that you feel for being in this world. That's agape love. Oftentimes it's a religious experience, and that's the fourth type of love. Now, a fifth type of love is ludus love. Ludus love is playful, it's fun, it's lighthearted, it's, games. Now, where it gets a little tricky is when somebody wants eros love and the other person wants ludus love. Players play, right? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Now, this TV show, which I think is one of the most steaming, insipid pile of artistic feces I've ever had to witness, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Okay, so the premise of the show is that all 25 of these men want to win over this person. I'm going to venture to say a lot of them are feeling ludus love, maybe a little fun, take a trip, get some TV time. I don't think it's a profound, deep love. Sorry if you're a big fan of The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, but that's the way I feel. It's playful. It's the way you see games and lighthearted stuff. Playful love. Now, the sixth type of love is pragma love. Now, pragma is a practical love, and it can take a couple different versions. So if you partner with somebody, even though it's not, you don't really feel that profound, deep eros love, but you work together for a common goal, that's a pragma love. Now, pragma love also can take the form of this long-term where you just depend on each other. You take care of the other person. You're concerned about this. And it always warms my heart when I see these couples who've been married 50, 60, 70 years, and they care about each other so deeply. It's really a beautiful thing. Hashtag couple goals. And that's pragma love. And the last type of love is philautia love, which I think is a very challenging form of love. Now, philautia love is self-love. Now, assuming that it's healthy. Now, some people take it way too far. Hubris, or narcissism, where they are the be-all, end-all, and they don't treat others well, that they feel they're better than everybody else. But we're talking a healthy philautia love, where a healthy self-love is like to our self-esteem, which is our cognitive and above all emotional appraisal of our own worth relative to that of others. More than that, it is the matrix through which we think, feel, and act, and reflects and determines our relation to ourselves, to others, and the world. And that takes time to achieve, that healthy self-love. And here's a philosophical question. Where do you cross the line from self-love, good self-esteem, to cockiness, to hubris, to narcissism, so on and so forth? Now, some people consider mania an eighth type of love. Now, I choose not to because I don't think it's healthy. Now, the Greeks said that mania are people who fall in love quickly and it just consumes them. They just go after it way too extreme. It is coming on way too strong, very impulsive, and for me, that's not a healthy thing. I think it's off-putting, but some choose to consider it an eighth form of love. I don't, because the other 7 types of love are healthy. I will argue mania is not. Hey, if you disagree with me, make a good argument against it. So to wrap up class, the journal entry, a little bit longer than normal. I want you to think about this. Now, the first part of the entry is very simple. It's just a rehashing of what I hope you learned in class. What types of love are there, according to the ancient Greeks? Just break that down. Now, a little more thinking. Is it possible for a human being to possess all forms of love in the course of a human life? Is it feasible to have these 7 types of love? Are some types of love more important than others? These are the sorts of questions. And this is, I think, the most important part of this. What can you do to ensure that you have healthy forms of these loves and avoid the pitfalls that are inherent in each type? And you can go down the line of some of the pitfalls. Eros, get your heart broken. There's a pitfall. Philia, did you pick good friends? Birds of a feather flock together. Will your friends benefit you or will they harm you? Storge, if you come from a dysfunctional family situation, how can you ensure that you have a functional one as you turn into an adult? Agape, do you need to have this profound, deep love of mankind? Ludus, when is it going too far? Is being playful a good thing? Can you be too serious? Can you be too playful? Pragma, if you don't develop that deep, deep relationship, is that something you're missing out on? And then philautia, if you don't like yourself, and you go into some real negative behaviors and thought patterns. How can you avoid that? So hopefully you learned a little more about love, and I'm personally of the belief that the Greeks were right designating different types, because the English word love does not encompass the full spectrum of the things we can love in our lives. So thank you for watching.